Hi guys, today I'm creating a DIY dollar store window, decorative window, and I'm using this canvas from Dollarama and these wood dowels from Dollarama as well. I thought I needed way more, but I did end up using just one, not even a full one package. I will also use the black acrylic paint, some paintbrushes. I actually tried a couple different ones because that one didn't work very well, and then hot glue. So let's get started. The first thing obviously is to take apart this canvas. I absolutely love using these canvases for their frames. I think their frames are great for signs and obviously as a window frame. They have a little detailed on the one side and they are flat on the other side. I would also like to mention that today's video is a very exciting video because it is part of a Pinterest challenge that I have put together for any creator that would like to join in. So there will be a playlist that you can go check out in the description box where it will include any other creators that were participating in this Pinterest challenge. So what a Pinterest challenge is, you find some inspiration on DIY inspiration on Pinterest and you recreate it. My inspiration were these windows, well, the one window, particularly the black one here. And I had found it under a Farmhouse mantle inspiration board on Pinterest, so I decided to recreate it. And if you are a creator who is participating, don't forget to link up your video under creators link in the description box. So sometimes these staples aren't the easiest thing to remove, but since I wasn't using this side, I decided to just leave them there, and I cut off the canvas instead of trying to pull the staples out. So here's that detail that I was telling you about. This one had a tiny little crack in the corner, but that's okay. I made it work anyways. I think it just added a little bit of that antique look to it. So now I move on to using these dowels, and the one thing that I'm going to tell you about this project is planning and figuring out. This is what took me probably the longest, is to add that design and try and figure out what was the best way, how many sticks to use, how to space them out, what size to cut them. So I kind of played around with it until I figured out how many sticks I was gonna need in the middle. And then once I kind of had that idea, I measured the width, and then I had divided it by I think I wanted to add 6 of them, and then I just spaced it all out to see how I would fit them. And this actually worked out really well. They were spaced out evenly. Now it was time to figure out the angles and how far to cut the stick, and then I realized that it was actually the best way to cut it is right in half. That had worked perfect. Now I also needed to cut these long sticks down to make them shorter, so it created a triangle. So once I had it all cut, I started with gluing the angles the way I wanted them to be. And then I built on from there. I was looking for a tape so I can tape the thing down, and I actually used the paper to mark off where I wanted the sticks to start and end, the middle ones. So if you can put your DIY on top of some sort of a paper, so you can use it as almost like a stencil. So then I moved on and repeated the process on all of them. I'm not sure if you guys have had a chance to see my other window frame that I have built, I think last year at some point, and I will link it in at the end for you to check it out. It is a very popular window for everyone to watch, and it was made out of dollar store frames, and it turned out really, really good. I actually use it with some pictures in my home. If this is your first time stopping by my channel, my name is Sonja, and I create all sorts of type of DIYs on my channel, from furniture makeovers to trash to treasure upcycles and dollar store DIYs. So if this is something that you love to watch, I would love it if you consider subscribing to my channel and pressing the notification bell so you don't miss out any of my future uploads. I also have two other channels, a home channel and a cooking channel, which are all linked down in the description box. And don't forget to check me out over on Instagram as well, and my blog, where I post some of these tutorials in writing as well as many other things. Now that the middle parts were assembled, I went ahead and added a little bit more glue just on top, and then I moved on to gluing that part to the frame. Now with me gluing it on top of the paper, it did get glued on the paper a little bit, so I just had to remove it off before I started gluing it to the frame.
Know that I'm with you, just know that I'm with you through it all. And I'm gonna be there whenever you win or if you fall, fall. I know that we will make it through the storm, 'cause you and me been fighters since we were born. It's all over our bodies and hearts. Yeah, you and me.
I flip it and then do the same process on the other side, just so it is a little bit more sturdier.
Worry about a thing, you get what you're given, but it's never too late to spread your wings.
Once the glue had completely dried, I moved on to painting it, and I used a couple different brushes. The original brush didn't work. Then I used a smaller brush for the crevices, and I thought I was going to use it for the middle sticks. But it was taking way too long, so I ended up using a smaller foam brush, and that one worked really well on the sticks, but not so much on the frame. So for the frame, I ended up using a bristle brush, which worked really well. And you do want to paint both sides, flipping it over and painting it on the other side, because you don't want any of that wood to show when you're looking at it from a different angles. So here it is. I absolutely love the way it turned out. I love the layered look, and I needed a couple other windows or window frames, decorative window frames, to add to my antique window on my fireplace, and I think this is perfect. I have a couple other in mind to create, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Make sure your notification bell is turned on, and also make sure you check out the playlist for everybody else that participated, so you can check out, get even more great ideas. So like I said, if you're not subscribed, I would love it if you press that subscribe button. And I want to also thank you all returning viewers for watching this video. It means the world to me. And I'll see you all in my next video. Thanks for watching.